All right, beautiful people of Instagram. This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. You know what? I think that's a bit of a small painting. I don't feel it with that painting. It's too small. Let's switch over to a bigger one. Yeah, this is too small. People can't really see. So let's see. Let's switch it to that one. So hopefully you guys can see better. Hey, how's it going, True Jake? Hopefully you guys can see better here. There we go. Vámonos, gente. Let's go. This is going to be a little walkway, pathway, something like that. And let's do this. This is using that famous S that I don't think I've talked about it here. I think I've talked about it on YouTube. Anyways, there's different ways of approaching perspective and composition that will give you a somewhat pleasing, thing for the eye. And this is called an S, right? This right here. Of course, it's the S, right? There you go. And then you can make of it what you want, right? It's going to be an awesome little ride, pathway, some trees. These are trees, okay? These are trees. Bam! So hopefully you guys are following here with my muy loconess. Here we go. Okay. Little pathway full of awesomeness and light. Maybe even some fuchsia in there. All right, let's make it a little bit peachy. Because, sunlight and all. Fuchsia and yellow make a great peach. Okay. If you do red and yellow, you'll make an orangey thing. An orangey, You can start doing some peachy colors. But you have to mix in a little bit, maybe a little bit of purple, dioxazine purple or something to make it. So you just use fuchsia and yellow, you make like the perfect peach color. In my opinion, in my professional opinion. Anyways, so there's your little path right there. Bam! I'm gonna Bob Ross this. Happy little trees. Okay, check it out. There we go. I told you I could do it, Mom. There you go. See? Pues como no. There it is. All right. Now here, the whole point is to move. Now, I've discovered something over and over. You have to build a channel in order to gain momentum and speed. I've talked about this in other videos. And some people ask me like, how do you know where to hit or whatever? This is something that I just practiced over the years. But however, if I don't practice daily, I lose a bit of my edge, my momentum. So even if you practice your whole life, right? Even if you painted your whole life, I think that if you don't practice sketching, drawing, something daily, you start losing that edge. You start losing your edge. This happens to me frequently, and I'm always trying to make sense of it, right? I'm looking for reasons like, wow, what is it that yesterday I did so well and today I didn't? Well, yesterday I practiced for, not yesterday, but I'm giving an example. Yesterday I practiced for 10 hours straight, or the day before yesterday or last week or whatever. Maybe yesterday, if I practiced 10 hours today, I'd still have the edge. But I realized that over and over. Like, what is it that makes, that you're so enthusiastic and you're so full of ideas and it almost seems like you could even, at some point, you could even close your eyes and paint and everything will be fine. It almost feels that way. You feel so empowered. And I've been looking for that, right? I've been looking, well, not necessarily looking for it. I've been experiencing that and trying to touch that over and over. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? Why is it sometimes I'm like a beast when I'm painting? And then other days I'm like, I'm still good. It's still good, I'm still doing the thing and whatnot. My all over the place kind of thing. But it doesn't hit as hard as other times. How's it going? I love that. Artwork by Mari. Hi from India. I love that. Business trip. I love your work. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you. So this is what I realized, that no matter how many years under your belt you have painting, you experience this. I don't know about you, but I'm talking about myself. You experience this, or I experience this highs and lows, and I'm always looking to see, like, how do I remedy that? How do I remedy that? These highs and lows. I realize that you don't. They're natural. They're part of it. It's like Picasso used to say, "I believe in inspiration, but it has to find you working 1,000%." The thing about working for artists is that we like to work on a painting. Many of us, I'm not saying everybody, but many of us like to work. Even if you do it daily, we like to work on artwork for like 30 minutes or an hour, and then we do nothing until the next day, right? This is a problem though, because if you want to go higher on whatever you're doing, right? It becomes a problem because an hour, you're barely warming up. I don't even think you're barely warming up. I think you're barely like scratching the surface for that day's productivity level. This is what I've come to understand. And I always want to nail it, right? I'm always like trying to be like, how do I get into the zone, that place where I'm like, man, I'm just flying. You don't. You graduate there. You give it time. And when I mean time, is not you give it time like, well, let it happen by itself. Yeah, you let it happen by itself, but you keep moving. You put in the hours, is what I'm talking about. This is something, an experience for me that has me rethinking my approach over and over. Sometimes I just want to paint on demand with this vitality, and I did not. It's like trying to go. It's like, if I don't know. Maybe some of the people that train, or you're a runner, or you lift weights. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna start out by lifting the heaviest weights. No, you can't. Hold on. You gotta warm up. Even if you have done this for your whole life. Even if you're like a professional weightlifter or whatever, you want to warm up. You want to get there in that day. On that day, maybe you start out by eating the right food, drinking the right amount of water. Etc., etc., etc. Not so that you don't hurt yourself, but so that you hit peak capacity. This is something that I've learned in painting. You graduate not only throughout, let's say you've been painting for 15, 20 years. That's awesome, right? And there's days that you're rusty, and the days that you're rusty, that you're like, oh man, I don't know what's happening. It's because even though you have 15 years of experience under your belt, you have very little practice daily. This is something that I've come to realize, and I feel like that is the holy grail of it's work. It comes down to work, putting time in. It is the holy grail of being an artist, of maximum productivity, of having the most ideas. I think ideas are born. Inspiration is born out of action. It doesn't come out because you just feel like it one day. And on and on and on and on. Anyways. That's my spiel, you guys. I don't know how true it is for you guys, but it is very true for me. This is something that I'm barely learning to work with. You know, it happened to me so many times, hundreds of times. I don't know, maybe thousands. I don't know, where I'm like, man, I don't feel it today. I don't feel it right now. What's going on? Well, dude, you're not warmed up. You haven't put in the time. That's why you feel that way. That's why it feels like, 9 out of 10. I know there's days where you're just low in energy and low in enthusiasm because of whatever's going on in your head. That's different, right? But for the most part, I've learned that is really key. You have to. You're not going to perform at peak capacity or in the zone, like fly, through the canvas, if you don't trust it. Even if you've been painting for 20 years. This is something, for me, that if I could take away something, that would be it. It is the holy grail of creating artwork. Oh, awesome! Jesus Sierra says, I love your work. Greetings from Mexico. Awesome. I love that. I'm from Jalisco. I'm also from Mexico. That's way cool. So here we go, guys. So that's just something that I've been trying to put into practice over and over, What is it that allows me to create artwork? What is it that allows me to be in peak capacity? And to trust the brush, to allow the brush to do its thing. What is it? It's practice. Yeah, well, I've been painting, I hear people tell me I've been painting for over 30 years, and I still have a hard time with that. I totally relate. I've been painting also, not for 30 years, but for over 20 years. And I realized that although I've been painting for that many years, daily practice is just as important as how many years you've been painting. ¡Vámonos! Arriba el tapatío. Celeste says, glad I got to catch you live. Thanks for sharing your experiences. Thank you so much. I'm really honored that you guys find them helpful. I think that we, whatever we can share with each other in our journey. I know that my journey is maybe different, of course, than everybody else's, but since I do this so much, I've realized certain little things that I'm like, man, I wonder if someone else is feeling that way. I wonder if someone else is trying to figure it out, It's trying to figure out why is it that some days they feel so capable in the zone and other days they don't. And even though their mindset, because the first thing we do is we blame our mindset, and of course that has to do with it, a lot to do with it. But it really, I'm trying to say, look, forgive yourself. It's not really your mindset, it's your practice. It's your practice. We automatically go to our mindset. Oh man, the stars aren't aligned, Or, oh man, the I got in a fight, on Twitter earlier. Or I'm sure that affects, but really it has more to do with your practice. Your daily practice is the much more important thing. That's awesome, Mari. Mari says the commentary is just as great as the work. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much, Mari. We appreciate that very much. I know that I can talk. I can go into my spiels. So here we go. ¿Qué hubo, no que no? There it is. All right, now let's make a happy little person like the Bob Ross used to say. Let's make a happy little something. I'm gonna make a happy little person right here walking. You know, maybe they're right here. You know, kind of like just kicking it. You're like, hey, you guys, what's up? What are you guys doing? I don't know. Let's go to the. He's a bit of a hippie. They're like, let's walk on. Let's do a little stroll in nature. A little nature walk. Maybe he's not alone. Nobody wants to be alone. There we go. Like, hey, what's up? Can I come too? Sure. Bring your best shoes, your best walking shoes. Let's go. Let's do this. We can do it. Awesome. And let's put a little aura around them, or aura, or however you pronounce that. Aura, I think. To give them some sort of a little level of importance. Right, because there are peeps in there, you know. It's something that I love how Dali used to do. Of course, I'm not mimicking that, but he used to do a bit of a glow, right? Sort of an aura around his figures, and I think that gave them a level of importance. You know, they're somewhat important in the artwork, right? A little red and black make a really cool, almost dirty tree trunk. Okay. I take from everywhere, guys. I take inspirations and ideas from everywhere. The whole idea of red and black for tree trunks, I got this idea from Courbet's paintings. A lot of his realism the colors look very dirty. I think because he used a lot of earth tones. They look almost muddy, you know. That's what I mean by dirty, like muddy. Approximation of shadow. It's always darker, right? You know, something simple. I know sometimes I overdo it, but it's because I'm looking also to give you guys a little bit more. A little bit more time here while I chat away. And also, I'm looking for my swing, right? The zone, right? I'm always looking for my swing. My swing. And that's how I do it, guys. I know, where's the dog, right? Oh, man. Next time I'm putting a dog there. So there you guys have it. I'm going to sign my name. The name is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. Coming to you guys from Jalisco, Mexico, but I am here in Tucson, Arizona right now. So this is home, and it's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Very simple stuff, right? Nothing too crazy. Little colorist. A little bit of action. It's like, bam, there you go. Let me get close to the colors. Yeah, this one will be on eBay. I pretty much put all of my original work on eBay. I make it as available as possible, so you guys can go check it out on my Instagram account. There's a link right there for my eBay store. You guys can check it out. Yeah, most of my original work is on eBay, except a couple of pieces here and there that I like to keep for myself. So here's the palette. Let me introduce you to the Muy Loco palette. There's my white, blue, Viridian, yellow, lots of yellow. You can never have enough yellow. Look at that yellow. Yummy. There's red, purple, magenta, of course. I love magenta. You can basically use magenta for anything. I can make a whole painting with magenta, I think. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a whole painting with magenta. Maybe put a little bit of blue. Darken it. There's I think this is Mars Black. I didn't used to use it just because I thought like I was going to be like this cool impressionist guy who doesn't use black, you know, kind of like against the whole Gustave Courbet kind of thing in my younger years. But now I'm like, dude, screw it. Let's use black. Let's use anything. And this is one of the things that I've learned also becoming an artist. Use whatever is available to you. You know, don't limit yourself just because 100 years ago they used to stretch their own canvases and only use paint that was blah blah blah. You know, this pigment. And don't limit yourself. Don't do that to yourself. This is my little 2 cents right there. 100 years ago, people also didn't have a lot of awesome stuff we have today. So feel bad for them. There we go, guys. This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist, coming to you from the art studio. Take care and have an awesome day. I'll be back tomorrow with another awesome painting, or maybe even tonight. Who knows? We'll see. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.